During the gas blowout, we heard from the community in the San Fernando Valley and from Simi Valley and from Santa Clarita Valley that they were getting sick. Anything from rashes all over the body, bloody noses, severe headaches, dizziness, fainting, nausea, diarrhea, the list goes on, but also morbidity. And we saw that quite often in the community, especially our most vulnerable populations, like seniors and the elderly or young children. Based on our investigating, it was upwards of 12 miles away. People were getting very sick. That's as far out as North Hollywood, Santa Clarita, and these kind of farther reaching communities over these mountain ranges. Also during the blowout, we know that scientists down at UC Irvine were collecting air samples and finding that methane was highly elevated all the way down in Orange County in the air. And so just right away, this completely shifted the way the methane was moving, and we had these massive wind tunnels, and the valley is very windy. So all of this was just getting pushed. And people all over the valley, we heard, were being affected by this. During the blowout, we know that the agencies in charge of protecting public health basically put a 5-mile limit on that, saying that only if you are within 5 miles of this gas blowout do you qualify to be relocated. And so that was interesting because it helped in a way, because we got out of getting stuck in that this is just a Porter Ranch issue, and people realized, oh wow, I live within the 5-mile radius. Maybe this impacts me. But it went much further than that in reality of who was affected. And so that was a huge challenge for us too, because the blowout itself was so invisible that we heard people were getting sick all over the place, and they didn't connect it because they just didn't know or didn't think to realize that gas doesn't have a barrier at the 118 freeway.